Hey guys, this is TheEnder, and I am back with Game 4 of the match between Hero and Mind in the round of 4 of the Sonic All-Stars tournament. And yeah, so we saw a really great showing from Hero last game. He held off the bunker rush, and he took it all the way to Hive. We saw some Ultralist drops, which of course, very entertaining. It's a nice way to scare the shit out of a Terran player. Drop Ultralists on their tanks. Game should be starting soon. Looks like Sonic's just reading through some of the positive tweets about the games. Can't read it. I can read that one. It says at. So yeah. So if Hero wins this game, we are not going to have a game 5. He's going to go straight to the finals, and he will be playing ... and I'll save it. See the other series. The other series was good. TBT. Alright, come on, let's go. Ready for the game. And go. Go. Alright, let's fast forward. Alright, so here we are, Game 4, Neo Jade, bottom left position, the yellow Terran, down 1-2 in a best of 5. It is Mind! And in the bottom right position, the red Zerg player, up 2-1, just needs one more set to take it home and to go on to the finals and play against another Terran adversary. It is Hero! Alright, so I guess we're focusing on Mind mainly because someone thinks he's going to bunker rush again. But after his failed bunker rush versus a 12 hatch in the prior game, I'd say maybe bunker rushing isn't the right choice. So when it came down to it, I think the only reason the bunker rush failed in the prior game is that it got scouted at the right time. So Hero just, he reacted perfectly to it. And I mean, that's really all you need to do when you get cheesed. And I say it like it's some big secret, Yeah, you just have to scout it and your cheese fails, but I mean, when it comes down to it, a lot of times that's 70% of holding off cheese. If you know you're being cannon rushed, you shouldn't be cannon rushed. If you know you're being bunker rushed, you shouldn't be bunker rushed. But alright, this game looks pretty normal. Looks like we have a supply depot and a barracks at the front of the natural for Mind, and another 12 hatch by Hero. So we have a drone scout coming in. It's going to find it. Actually, this could be another wall-in. Yeah, so based on the position, that looks like a wall-in. And you say, so what's the big deal about it being a wall-in? Wall-in indicates mech. So one of those SCVs is going to chase with a drone and build another supply depot above that barracks, and that will make a ling-tight wall. And it's actually a nice one, because the barracks, when it spawns Marines, they're going to be on the inside of that wall. So what does Fast Mech have in store for us today? So it could be, a vulture timing. We just run in, run past the sunken, and slaughter some probes. Did we have... We had 3 hatch before pool. Oh! Oh! So Hero's being greedy, and I don't think he's going to have to pay for it. So yeah, that's... Well, I mean, he had the scout, so... If you know what's coming, you can hold it off a whole lot easier, like I said. But yeah, so wall-in indicates mech, and that's because you don't want to get those excess Marines because you're not going for a Marine build. That's just the idea. So you make your wall in, you put your Marines behind the wall. The only thing the Zerg can make in the early game is Zerglings. Zerglings have no range. Marines can fire on the Zerglings. Wings just attack supply depots. So, I mean that's it. So so Hero counters by getting his his third hatchery before the pool, and it doesn't even look like he's going to lose the drone. All right, he might lose that one. Nope, man, that was awesome. He killed a Marine and lost 0 drones. That's awesome. So so here's going to have a very nice economic what? Okay, I guess he's going for scans. Like, why is he getting an academy if he has no Marines? He's got like 1, but yeah. So we're going to see some kind of mech play versus some kind of Zerg expanding out of control. And this is an interesting choice. We've seen in his games versus Protoss, Hero loves making Hydralisks. He just loves it. So he's probably going to get that opportunity again. And we're going to see. I mean, to be honest, I actually want Mine to win this game. And that's just because I want to see a ZVT on Outsider. Because Outsider's a really cool map. But we'll see. So far, Hero's got the edge. Wait, what? It's a trick. Okay, so this is, we'll see how good of a trick it is. So Mind gets the Academy, which, like I said, I thought it was just for, like, Comsat station scans. But he is going to push out with 3 Marines, a Firebat, and a Medic. And okay, and he's still going for his Wraith play. But yeah, he's so you may laugh at this attack that's literally just 5 units, and it's probably gonna be no stim, no nothing. But I've actually seen Flash kill players with this type of attack, which yeah, let's just say this. When you throw that medic in, it's super cost effective. Oh no, this is alright, so the build order that Mind is going for is, it's a tech greedy build. But usually when I see it, it never works. So he's going for a Science Vessel rush, which he got his regular 2 bases, but now he's teching straight up to Science Vessels, and he's going to get one of those out. And you say, what's wrong? Science Vessels are great, you said Irradiate's great, using energy units is great. And it's true, but getting that much tech that early in the game, you can't do that. So here's how it plays out. So we're probably still going to see the usual Muta attack. It's not going to last, it's not going to have the same opportunity it would, because there's going to be vessels out and we're going to have an Irradiate, and if an Irradiate hits clumped up Mutalisk, either the Mutalisk have to split or they're going to take a lot of damage. But at the same time, there's just going to be very, very little from Mind in terms of, in terms of army. So like I said, usually, I mean, I've literally seen 10 games where there's been a Science Vessel rush, and in 9 of them, the Zerg won before the push got out. I mean, that's literally what happens. It's just so hard to hold off. But we will see what happens. And if Mine holds off this initial aggression, he will be in a good spot, because he will be up a lot of vessels. And, of course, vessels are good versus Zerg. Wow, that's a really annoying position to abuse. Because of the high ground, the Marines are having trouble targeting the Mutalisks. That barracks is going to go down. And the glaive shots keep on hitting the Marines. Alright, too many SCVs were pulled to repair that. Way too many. So Stim is done. The Marines are trying to shoot the Mutalisks, but okay, so it looks like Hero's going to let him have his fast vessels. He's just going for the hive. Unless he wants queens, but the only person that ever gets queens is Zero. So Zero has the nickname the Prince Zerg, and it's because he constantly gets queens in his matchups, and queens can be quite useful. I mean, versus mech, if you can get your queens early enough, and you don't get rushed for a while, or not rushed, but if you don't get attacked for a while, you know, broodlings do really good versus tanks. And you can use broodlings against your High Templar in a PvT. Alright, let's see what happens here. Whoop! Up, there's the Irradiate. Split, split, split. You need to split. That's a whole lot of splash damage. Yeah. So, Irradiate, it's actually quite similar to Plague. You say, no, it's not, but yeah, so Irradiate does 300 damage, also, you know, like Plague. It does it in 3-point ticks, just like Plague, and it sticks to the one unit it hits and does damage around that. So that's sort of similar to Plague. Plague just sticks to more units, but it just doesn't do the splash. So a second bunker is going down, and that's going to help against lurker counterattacks. And we do see some lurkers out. Hive is probably building right now. For Hero, we've got more lurkers, more lings. One thing you will notice is he actually put the Hive at the natural. Now this is a choice that you'll see a lot of Zergs make in some of their matchups. So normally a person says, well, I mean, it's such an important building to make the lair, the Hive. You know, you'd expect to put it where it's most well defended, and that's in the main. But the thought here is, if your natural gets like under siege temporarily, it's nice to have that to be your lair, your Hive, because that'll survive longer if you get under siege. Okay, never mind. I'm just crazy right now. The Hive is in the main. But yeah, so the thought is, you know, yes, if you lose your natural, you're going to lose your Hive, which is bad. But if you lose your natural, you're pretty much dead anyway. So that's why sometimes people get their lair and their Hive at their natural. That's not what we're seeing. I was just crazy. Free lurker? Not free lurker. So Defiler Mound is done. Consume is likely on the way. Got a large army here. Some of the reinforcements are going to get picked off, but oh man, those vessels are super annoying. So remember how I said you know, if the rush is held off, and it turns out there was no rush, then the Terran player just has a great advantage because he got so many vessels, so much energy, so many irradiates. Looks like he's got maybe 3 vessels already. All right, Defiler is out, but we've got 3 vessels out. And they've been just so annoying. Alright, so we have a counterattack. Counterattack. A lot of bunkers. Whole lot of bunkers. Oh, those Marines need to... those Marines are going to die so fast. Oh, but... Oh, that was very poor control from Hero. So, of course, one of the worst... Oh, now you got to retreat. Yeah, you can't fight on Dark Storm like that. And Mind is losing his natural. But yeah, so one of the biggest mistakes people use with Zerglings is they send in either one control group of Zerglings at a time versus a big army, or something along those lines. And that's just because they're melee units, the majority of the damage Zerglings take is when they're running towards the unit they're going to fight. GG! Hero moves on. Alright. Good game by Hero. Good set, good match. And Mind loses. So, you know, he went for a greedy build versus a Zerg's greedy build. He died to the counter. So now we know who will be in the finals. So it is a Terran player, which you will see in the other set, and I won't spoil it here. And we will have Hero, which is great, because I don't want a TVT finals. But we don't. We have a TVZ finals. So I will see you guys in the finals in the nearer future. And it's going to be good. It might be a best of 7. I'll have to look it up. And if there is, there could be 2 additional maps, which is good. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next match. This is TheEnder, signing off.